Hello, how's everybody doing today? It is I, TIFreak, and we are back with another live stream from our Minecraft 1.17.1 single player world. I know I had mentioned before about possibly joining a server with some friends, but I decided that I'd like to do that and hang out with the people that normally play there. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of a collaboration with them, see if we can make something happen there. So for today, we are going to jump into our single-player world. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've made any adjustments to things in the menu here, so let me take a quick look. So we are now on the new machine, but I don't recall, like I said, if I've done changed that. Sprint is R, okay. But auto jump is off. Music and sounds. Blocks are K. Music 50. We'll play with this maybe here in a little bit. Hostile creatures down a bit. Alright. I think we're good. I do have a Bedrock edition for the Windows 10. It's a little different to play on, but alright, so the last time we streamed, we showed off this. We got ourselves a villager hiding in a little house. And he's all sorts of happy. Happy villager. Hi, little friend. How are you doing today, Cree? As you can see, I have made a few trades with him, so we can do potatoes, we can do beetroots, pumpkins. Yeah, I know, Cree. Like I said, I was going to, and then I thought it'd be a little more fun if I could somehow work with you and Lerms, maybe, and we can do some sort of a stream collab. You can show me around the place, and we could do a little playing and building together, you know, stuff like that. If you guys want to. Like I said, I wanted to work out the things with you guys on Discord before we actually took off on that. So for today, we're just going to tackle this. I've got plenty of work to get accomplished here, so get ourselves taking a nap. Oh, come on. Sun's down far enough. Let's go. Trying to teach my mom Zoom stuff, it's stressful. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Get these all harvested real quick so they can continue to grow. At some point we're going to need to see about getting that into an automated farm, which, you know, wouldn't be that big of a deal. Oops. Go ahead and get our important iron stuffs put away here. What's in here? Oh, hey, we had more iron. Let's see. Mouse sensitivity availability on this. Mouse settings. Sensitivity. Let's reduce that just a little bit. That's better. Alright, so. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at you guys. We did end up adding the second layer onto the sugarcane farm. So I think it's pretty much going to, you know, fill this thing up fast enough that I don't need to worry about that too much now. I don't really plan on harvesting this too much on camera unless, you know, I'm exhausted and bored and really we just need something to do to keep us going. Destroy the trees. Yes. Game, I've already played this world. Look, here, I will humor you. Thank you. Tell by his face. My dad was trying not to yell at her. Oh no, gotta lurk for a little bit, I'll be back. Well, I'll be here. Thank you for lurking, Cree. Alright, so where would we like to build ourselves a nice little farm for the kelp? Open... Yes, okay. We don't need directions. We're playing in an established world, you silly game. Oh yeah, we also need to set up a pathway, because we'd like to get to the nether a little better. A little more cleanly, without having to hit our space bar a whole bunch and wearing it out. I guess that is something else we can be working on, which is something we need to do. We need to go locate ourselves a nether fortress. Granted, I think we've only got like a third of the ender pearls that I would really like to have for us, but... I guess the big question is do I need to build up to there? Dude, why don't you go away? I don't need you in my face. Alright, slip around the side here. Wait a minute. I'm on a supercomputer now, basically. Let us... Video settings... Huh. Well, there's something over there, but I can't tell what. So, I'm thinking I may build a tunneling system based off of this Y level here. And, problem's going to be, we're going to need materials in order to pull that off. No, it's going to make me do that crap until I get around to it. Anyway. So, like I said, I'm thinking about creating a tunneling system. That way we have some safety to get around to different places. We haven't really explored in that direction as of yet. Is that a ghast? We should have the bow out here. But we definitely need to find ourselves another fortress, and soon. Hello, additional viewers. How are you doing? This way. Oh, wow. We can see way out there now. That's impressive. And it's not really lagging us that bad. What's our FPS? 20. And that is maximum... video settings. Turn that back to 16. Alright. That's better. 60 FPS. And back down. So, like I said, we have a number of automated farms we could make. We don't need this anymore. And I kind of want to build the kelp one next. The only problem is we're going to need a lot more cobble, I think. I don't have tons of cobble at the moment. Maybe we're not ready to make that farm. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any thoughts? Am I just talking to myself? It's entirely possible because it's me. 7. Yoink. And we'll go ahead and just toss those in there. Get those going. How much cobblestone do I currently have? Not the right chest. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we'll burn that up way too quick. We do have sticks and coals, so I'm not too concerned about making more of those. We can hollow this out a little ways and get ourselves a little bit more cobble. Interesting that it takes so much more effort to break the slate. So everybody, what's new with you guys? Cycling. Hi, cycling, you were thoughtless. Well, Why? Why would you be thoughtless? Is it because you're watching TIFreak8x as well? No thoughts, only TIFreak8x. Five. Yeah, let's put one there. And one right there. Oh, hey, what's that? We need some coal. Gimme, gimme, gimme. We should also decide what kind of materials we want to use to build our nether highways with. That is sufficient that direction. 1, 2, 3, and that's not okay. So we can go this way. Let's take a look. I think if memory serves, we go much further that direction. There's an underwater ravine that we'd have to fight with, so let's not do that. Iron is always a good thing, but like I said, our primary objective is to get as much coal as we can get. Get the Twitch screen out here just so I can keep a better eye on my connection speeds. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to be a little particular to the deep slate stuff. It really looks good, especially in the polished variety. I definitely want to build more things out of it. Get in here and get this iron. Up, maybe? Haha! Yeah, leave it for now. We are not short at all of any form of redstone. It's the fancy blue. We like the fancy blue. I'm not sure the RNGesus is with us today. We're gonna try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey! Turned it into 22, so that's almost 3 diamonds per ore. Nice. And while we're at it, I guess we can go ahead and get some of this lapis. Okay, good enough. Cool beans, cool beans. No thoughts, head empty. Yeah, this one. Ah! We have popped out. Oh, cycling. I don't know if you're overly excited for it like I would be, but the 2DS is capable of streaming to the computer now. I'm all sorts of excited for it. Means we can easily finish up our run of Pokemon that was in, I think it was Omega Ruby we were playing. which will be nice. I was a little concerned we'd have to give up on it and the other games that I really wanted to play. Let's see, we don't need this. Use andesite. 'Cause, I mean, honestly, who uses andesite? Oh, hey, coal. Looking forward to it. Good to hear. At some point, I need to do a poll and see if there's any particular DS games anybody wants me to play. That there. I don't really want to use granite up because I find granite to be a very useful and pretty block. No! No! Why did I do that? Curses! When I switched the computer, or switched to my new PC, apparently I had to download some libraries that was not specified in the manual for the program. And, so happens that one of my best friends is a hardcore programmer. He's got his own startup he's working on, and actually it's starting to become quite successful for him. But he managed to pipe up with a particular library set that I needed, and that allowed me to connect right up to it. It was great. At least we're finding redstone. I can come back at a later time to pick it up. Okay, give me that cobblestone. Okay. Full enough inventory. How many stacks? We got 1, 2... Well, we got 3 stacks of cobble. That's not amazing, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. A little bit of relaxation by doing simple tasks like mining. Yeah, we'll be alright. Let's go check a look and see if our villager's doing alright. I mean, it is fairly well lit up. He is hiding in his bed. He seems quite happy there. Good for him. Good for him. Didn't I? Yeah, I did give this one its own cobble deep slate. Tough. Tough, man. It's got tough. Andesite. Oh, that's all logs? Oh, right. Oh. Forgot. I put them over there. TIFreak Smooth Brain. Oh, it is nighttime. We need to be looking for the bad guys. All those dirty, dirty mobs. Wrong direction. There we go. Let's see, I'm seeing lots of skeletons. See some spooters. Ooters of spooters. I see him. Hey, I looked straight in your eyeballs. Ah, he is mad. He's angry. He's got the angry face going. Oh, there you are. Where'd you go? Buddy? Pal? we got another one. Hey! Hey! Stealing my boat! What the hell is this? Jerk. Alright, back her on up. Let's see if we can find ourselves another one. Because we need all the ender pearls we can get. I'd like to go searching and have no less than... let's see, what would be a good number of those to have? 2 stacks? Stack and a half? I don't know. We definitely need more than a stack. There's a possibility that if we do find the stronghold in this area, or on this map, it will have only like 1 pearl. That would suck. And pearls have a tendency to break pretty darn quickly. Two of them. Neither one of you are going to escape my power, my wrath, my vengeance. Oh, hey! Here you go. I didn't see if he dropped anything. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Hey! Your reach sucks. Alright. We got 2. Yes. Nice. Hey! Oi! Spooter! Thank you. How dare you? Aw, we're about to lose our... We're about to lose our Enderman chances, man. It's okay. We got 2. Oh, there's another one. Let's get him. Let's get him, George. Let's get him. Come on, come on, come on. Get down here. Get over here. Oi. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yay, we got 3. Did I get the piece of grass? No, I did not. Where'd the grass block go? I thought he dropped it. Huh, maybe he did not. Well, we got 3, so that's a massive improvement over like the 6 or 7 we had, so I'll take it. Anybody else? Is it you, John Wayne? Is it me? Do, 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 do. I'm a little concerned to how much nether quartz we're going to end up needing for observers as well. It could, in the end, be a problem. Let's see. So that puts us up to 10. We're close to a stack of those since they only stack to 16. Ah, tasty, delicious water. Hey, I didn't even bother to dump any of my materials. Way to go, TI. Wait a minute, what's in... Oh, gravel. Okay. Is there gravel in this chest? I do not know. Stone. There's gravel. Okay. Flint. Which will be good for making more arrows since we don't have a mob farm as of yet. One of the many things that I'd like to build, just ain't had time to get around to. Right. We was getting rid of our lapis lazuli. Alright. That'll work. So for the most part, I'm going to try really, really hard not to go to sleep if I don't need to. 7 gold away. Okay, we got some copper ingots. 7. And let's go ahead and dump those there. Oh, right, we need to break these down. I'm just tired of us just sitting there looking at us. All crazy, like. It's all crazy. Wait, didn't I? Did I have some gold on me? Did I actually put that away? Let's see. Go ahead and not do that. Do that one. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Let's see, villagers real quick. Minecraft 1.17, villager trade. Okay, I just need, there we go. Minecraft wiki. For the librarian, a novice, item given, an enchanted book, see note 8. Equal chance of any enchantment type incurring except for soul speed, and equal chance to get any level of the enchantment, meaning high level enchantments are as likely as low level enchantments. The prices in emeralds depends on the enchantment level and treasure status. Are 5 to 19 emeralds for level 1. Okay. I'm not overly concerned about that at the moment. I just would like to get myself a villager to possibly get myself some mending, which would of course be a very, very nice thing to have. Ah, we're up to 6 viewers. Hello, hello. How are you all this evening? So, let's see. Do we want to add on and give this guy a neighbor over here? Or do I want to actually build... I was kind of thinking about flattening this section off here. Basically just cutting it down. Let's see, how far back did I want to go? Either this one or this one. So basically cutting it down from this way all the way down and just building like a tier system. I have to explore that possibility, maybe in a creative world. As it stands, this particular hill is not overly pretty anyway. Oh, egg producing. Go. We also need to build ourselves a new villager breeder. That way we can make sure that we have constant villagers around. Alright, so next project. Let us see, what is it going to take to build ourselves what do they call it? Observer. Well, I do have a few stacks of quartz. So 1 stack of quartz, 6 stacks of cobble, and 2 stacks of redstone dust. That is going to drain this really quick. Let's see, if I do 32 on each side. See, the beautiful thing about this is it's not dependent. There's no dependency on like adding in repeaters and any of this stuff, because it's all going to be based off of what the nearby observer pools, and it'll pulse the closest ones to it. So that's going to make things alright there. How much redstone do we currently have? I have just over 2 stacks of blocks. Alright, we're not quite ready to build that farm yet. We need to go and acquire more stuff. Because stuff is good. Stuff is delicious. Was I imagining that? I could have swore I just heard a slime. Maybe it was just me walking on this. It's possible. Because we also need ourselves a slime farm, because we're going to need so much slime for some of the farms we're going to build. Ooh, I hear lava lava. Okay, so let's block you off. You are done going this direction, TI. However, we can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Hopefully stupid me won't try and go digging straight again. Let's see if we can remember in the future. To get to the future. Ah. Really are to install a version of Optifine, see if we can get that working for us. However, I will happily locate any and all iron, because we need iron bad. It's going to take a lot of it to get all our projects done. No! No! I did it again! We want to fortune out all the iron, not just some of it. I guess we're going to need to go ahead and grab some of this while we're at it, huh? Crap! I knew that was going to happen, too. My poor iron. Why did you have to go and get lost for? Why did there have to be mean old lava? Jerk. Here. Put that over there. That'll work. Been so used to rolling through and moving the cursor over to get at the torches. Sorry, brain is getting a little distracted. That I forgot that I can put them in the offhand. Nice. Though I'm not sure why, but just the golden apples themselves aren't overly useful. I guess gold by itself could be useful for building projects, make things look a little spiffier. course, we start running into andesite. Normally there's a little more to that there than that, but that's fine. We can work with that. Alright, we'll make this pass through here. I have to say, after today's bit of work and having to deal with a certain customer, I find myself a little on the frustrated and irritated side. Oh, we about did that without fortuning. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We didn't do so great on that one. We only got 2 per. So a guy comes in while my other coworkers are eating. I figured, you know, I'll just eat last, be the nice guy, take care of the customers as they come in. And he immediately walks up to one of the other co-workers that said, or that's sitting there eating. So I like, you know, hey, come over here and I'll take care of you. And he mouths off, yeah, okay, whatever, I guess. So I'm like, well, okay, whatever, he may be just having a bad day. And ask him what he's looking for, and he gives me a part number to a cross-reference. And as he's walking away to go look at something else, he says, and I'll actually get it right this time. Now, at this point, I have no idea who this guy even is. I've never dealt with him before. And even my coworker, she looked up at me worried about what my response was going to be, which, at the time, the only thing that I was thinking of was shutting off my computer and saying, oh, darn, I can't help you after all. The want to do that was extremely strong. Some people, man. And if I did give this guy a wrong part in the past, that's probably because he gave me the wrong information to begin with. The joys of retail. Yeah, such joys indeed. I mean, it's a parts store, for God's sakes. It ain't even normal retail. Ooh, time to go hunting again. Hey, we got a little bit out of that. That's good. Let me get these grabbed. We'll put that in there. Ooh, get rid of that. Copper blocks. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Look at that. We are back up over a stack of diamonds. That, do that. I need to get rid of some of this junk out of this box or start a new chest specifically for useful things. Oh, that was iron blocks. Block or iron. Alright, let's go looking. We need to go hunting. Go, 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 go! Mr. Enderman. Beep, beep. Can't hit me. There you are. Oi! 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 What do you got? You got nothing. You got nothing. Yeah, you just keep falling there, buddy. Now, I know I looked at an Enderman. Somebody's attacking it. Oh. Where did he go? Well, I guess we'll ignore him for the moment. Maybe he'll pop up here soon. Kind of hoping we get far enough away, he'll pop over to us. Redeemed a hydration. Alright. Oop, water's on my left, not to my right. Ah. Thank you very much, cycling. Those are not little glowy eyes. Well, bummer. Aha, you missed. Jeepers creepers. I've got 30 of them saved. Oh, please don't. Please don't drown me. I do not wish to drown. Whoa! Hey! Ow! Aww. Oh crap. I was hoping, but no such luck. Okay, we got Skeletor here. Give me them delicious little arrows. There you are! Can you teleport? Do I gotta come over all the way over there? Whoa! Was not expecting that. Ah, he placed it. Hey! Hey! I'm not over there. I'm over here. Fine, I'll just leave. Just kidding. Hey, we got another one. We are up to 11. Hooray! Just how many points do you have, cycling? Should I be concerned? Oh, hey, he wiped out my boat. You got 30 of them saved, so you got somewhere around 3,000 points. I need to work on new redeems. This is the power of lurking. I understand, trust me. I think for Mincy, I have somewhere around 16 or 17,000 points set back. Alright, put that away, get rid of that. We do have bamboo, so we need to make a bamboo farm at some point. Get that better up to a stack, an actual stack, and that will be nice. So nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little curious as to why we haven't seen a merchant the last little bit anyway. And we haven't been raided in a while, which is kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. if we get raided, we'll have to lead them away before we kill them, and we'll have to make sure we have milk on hand to take care of the problem, because we have villagers here, we don't want them to die. Make sure there's nobody up here that needs a little sword persuasion. Don't look like it, but there are a couple pigs. We should capture the pigs at some point. Uh-oh. Up until just a few minutes ago, my stream and what was going on was actually in sync. It's finally died down a little bit. That's not good. Blocks of iron. Probably should do a little bit of that. And torches. I'm not gonna lie, I've been having lots of fun with our Mario Mondays. Kinda had Mario on the brain. Can't wait to play number 3. Oops. Went too far. Bow. Alright. I think I hear him. The finding him part might be a little bit tricky, but we'll get there. Ah! Huh. No. That's not where we want to go. Let's see. Maybe he's this way. Yeah, he sounds like he's up over here somewhere. This also appears to not be where we want to go. Okay, we'll leave that there. Maybe he's down. It really is just hard to say. Okay, so... Huh. Maybe he was in the ravine? 2, 3, 4. What's attacking him? Not even sure now. I'm just so confused. Oh, hey, copper. Copper's alright. I mean, it's not winning any awards with us right at the moment, but we can go ahead and grab some, because I'm sure it has some uses. Alright, back to cobble grabbing. Ooh. Okay, so there's lava really, really close. I'm not liking the sounds. Ah! It's there. It's right there. Okay, so... that... Hey. Bruh. gonna die jumping up here at the moment. Give me a minute, I'll find a way to make that happen, I'm sure. Yeah, the biggest thing that we was talking about earlier, cycling on the 2DS being streamable, I'm really, really eager to, how many points to walk forward? Uh-oh. I'm really eager to see if we have the same problems streaming it as we did with streaming off the laptop. Because if you remember, it would freeze often, it would, the sound would get echoey. And I'm really just curious to see, you know, how good of an improvement it is to stream off this machine versus the other. So far, everything's been a lot smoother. Okay, so throw that there. How much? We need more cobble. So much more cobble. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Sorry. It's like I got bit in the back of the neck. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not even sure what it was. Didn't feel nothing. Just all of a sudden like something took a big old chunk out of TI. And, needless to say, TI is not impressed. Oi, you, lava. Okay, my water back. And then we can cheat a little bit by doing that. Ha-ha! I really can't wait for the next update to this 1.17. Ooh. .18 is supposed to bring a whole lot of new stuff to it too for the terrain generation. Won't necessarily start a new world, but you know, I'm trying not to explore terribly much because the next update's supposed to be fall or holiday the end of this year, which means if we leave it alone, we will eventually hit a point where we can go get the new update and then go do some serious exploring. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, well, it's fine. We've got a bunch of lapis. Ooh. This, however, we must take care and get as much of this fortune as possible. Just leave that there. Go up one more. Okay. Some riveting stuff there, guys. Just so riveting. Here, we're going to end up needing all the redstone we can get anyway, so might as well grab it while the grabbing is good. Yoink. Alright. There was some redstone back here. In one of these two tunnels. Yeah, here. Okay. I think it was a little bit further back yet, right there. Okay. Might as well grab it while we're here, you know. We've got the space. There's something over here. I heard you, Indy. Daddy's coming for you. Speak to me, friend. Down? Quietly grab some of this stuff here. Sounds like he's either despawned or he wandered off. Hear him that direction. Yeah, he must have wandered off. I heard him again. I heard him. It's directly above us. Okay, so there's a cave right here. Oh, Mr. Enderman, I'm a-looking for you. Just to keep on talking, friend, and I will find you. Somewhere. Somehow. We'll make it happen. Hello, Miss Brownie. Mining the crafts or crafting the mines? How about a little of both? At the moment, I'm just trying to see if I can find the bad guys. Now they're getting quiet again. Are they over this way? I swear, I hear them. They're over here somewhere. Down? I know they're not up that far. So how are you doing, Miss Brownie? How are you doing today? Okay, over here perhaps? Nope, it's definitely over here, but down. Pretty good, hungry, waiting for food. It's definitely something you should get taken care of ASAP. I am currently doing alright. Just being taunted by these guys, wherever they may be. Steak fajita salad. Sounds pretty good. My dinner was big ol' helping of nothing. I'm really bad about feeding myself. Oh, we're getting close. Okay. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? we're literally either on top of them or underneath them. If I can figure out which way it is. Down we go. Where are you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow. Whoa. All right. Let's see. I did kind of make a new friend yesterday. She, Hey. She was playing Mario Kart. There we go. And she, basically offered other people to play with her, which was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope I can find more people that want to do that kind of stuff, because that was amazing. Also partially why I'm really tired tonight, today, because I did not get the sleep that I probably should have gotten last night. Okay, we need to dig into the wall. Alright, what are we sacrificing? Nice. Look at that. Now, if we can ever find our way back here again, we'll be doing great. Oh, that'd be lots of fun. Alright, we did a lot of digging, so hopefully we can... Hey, that looks a lot better. That was an absolute ton of cobble. Very needed, very much needed. Okay, drop those in there. I guess we need to go ahead and drop those in there. Take the gold. It's kind of a good thing that you can turn them into blocks and get the blocks turned back into ingots. Ba-doop. Put those over there. Let's see. Oh, put this into safety because we don't want to lose that. I'll have to upgrade my motherboard and graphics card before I can play Super Bunny Man. Ah, a bummer. I mean, it's not really a graphics-intensive game or anything. Super Bunny Man's pretty generic as far as things go, I thought. Go ahead and get that going. Let's get rid of the granite. We have some andesite. I don't think I picked up any dye. Oh, we did a little bit of diorite. Wrong. Tough. Alright. I said that the Super Bunny Man is not really a graphically intensive game. I'm not sure why it would require you to upgrade much of anything, because it's pretty simple in its design and such. I'd be kind of surprised if it required you to do much of upgrading of anything. Oh my, sorry. Big yawns. Oh wait, that and 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. Only 2 gigs. See, I didn't really look at the specs, so I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it may be beyond some capabilities. I don't know. When you get the machine that I got, you really don't even bother looking at specs anymore. Not trying to brag or anything. It's just kind of how it is now. It's like, yes, these specs that you speak of, what are they again? Oh, well, no bother. Just write a check for it. It's true. Alright. Let us do the thing. Wait, am I not hitting the right button here? Oh, TIFreak is very smooth-brained. There we go. Ego who? This upgrading those 2 things won't be expensive. Well, it's true. But if you're replacing your motherboard, in most cases, you're going to have to replace your processor. And if you're doing that, you're probably going to have to upgrade your power supply, because you need to make sure you have enough power to handle all the components. Out of all honesty, if they had given me an option, I'd have probably bumped up my power supply another 100 watts or so. But they didn't really give that as an option, so I'm kind of just stuck with what I got. Which I think is 650 watts, so it's not terrible. I just had more preference for, you know, more power. Nothing wrong with having all the power. All of it. Every stinking bit of it. Alright, so this should be enough to make us a full stack of nothing, because I have no redstone dust. 6, 7, and 1. Get in there. There we go. Try this again. Pistons. Smooth braining it again. Okay. So these 2 items here is the basic premise for what we'll be working with. Big question is where is it I want to stick these? Like I said, I only want to go... I want to run with a... to look up the specific specs again, but for now it was only those 2 things. Everything else was actually good. Okay. Well, if you can get yourself a motherboard that will work with your current processor, then, you know, more power to you. That's great. It's just the usually thing. If you're usually doing this, then you're going to need to do this because of incompatibilities, and then you have to worry about this because you don't have enough power, and you need cooling, and so on and so forth. Computer construction just can get overwhelming. But if you got the good help for it, then hey, make sure you listen to them. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda went the way I did. Mostly because I didn't want to have to deal with it. I figured I can pay somebody to handle it for me. It'll be tested and ready to roll, has a year warranty. They can't blame me for anything being broke. It's a website that matches what you already have in the PC and helps build the computer, whatever. Because I don't know what any of it means. I used to, but I fell behind on what a lot of the stuff is, so I just kind of, yeah, I just kind of gave up on it. Alright, I could put it to the side of this and have the stuff filter over to this. I could. I'm not gonna, though. Ooh, but I am gonna need soul sand, so it looks like a trip to the nether is gonna be inevitable at some point. Alright, where do I want to put this farm? I guess if I wanted to, I could actually build it on top of this. But I don't think I made it... Well, did I make it long enough to be able to do that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I made it 29, so it's going to stick out one side or the other a little bit. But it wouldn't be taking any power off of this at all. Decisions. I don't think I want to make that too tall, though, is my problem. So we probably won't put it there. Sorry, had a little bit of an itchy eye. We need to cut down some trees. Make them go away. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. Okay. That leaves 12 to each side, so if we go 6 past this and 6 past that, wouldn't be able to work because I could only go up a little ways and I'd run into the stairs. I say. Done a lot of work. I've done some. There is so much more that needs to be done, so much more I'd like to do. The problem that I struggle with a lot of my projects and stuff is where do I put it? What blocks do I use? I kind of wanted to relegate this all to being my farm stuff. Look how cool that stuff is coming down through there. That's awesome. This will be filled up in no time. Oh, hey, we can go ahead and cut these down too. There we go. Alright. But like I said, especially when I did something like this and decided to build on an island and have the hill stuck right there, I don't know where I want to put things. Look how fast these guys swim. It's almost not fair. Back here, I want to get you. Give me that. Nope. Oh, hey, we're drowning. Start on one thing, yeah. I mean, that's partially why I'm streaming so many different games, but I also just didn't want to get stuck on one game and then everybody's like, oh, well, that's the guy that streams that. know, I want to be known for somebody that's streaming everything. I'm not afraid to stream other things if it gets me, you know, going somewhere. It gets me with a story and blah blah blah. Because I don't want to just have one game and I'll lose all my followers and interest and stuff. Make a profit from the ads. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Eject! Eject! Red alert! Ow! 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 Oh God, that was so close. I didn't see what all he dropped yet. We're gonna heal up real quick. Oh! Yes! We got a trident! We need mending, but we got a trident. We got a trident. We got a trident. Oh, I was gonna look at him, but he's got the wrong colored eyes. Why do you got the wrong colored glowy eyes, Mr. Spider-Man? Spooderman, Spooderman, Spooderman. Sometimes. Gur built a whole dang farm specifically for it and got one. And then, was it Ina? Or was it... Oh... Kiara? She went out and her very first trident person she found she killed without looting on her sword and got a trident. Gur about cried. I mean, you could hear it in her voice. She just about cried. I almost felt sorry for her. But yeah, she kept hunting them, got killed several times, couldn't get one. Ooh, there is a spooky one. Look at the spooky spider. He's invisible. All you can see is his eyes. Oh, God. Hi, guys. How you doing? It's so nice of you to line up and... Oh, crap. Retreat! Retreat! Go, 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 go! Oh. They're killing each other now. Good. And the drowns won't enter the water. Alright. Oh, there they go. They finally gave up. And he can't swim, so he's just flailing about. I ought to light this thing up a little bit, though. Oh, and as to your ad question, Brownie, wasn't ignoring it. I honestly do not know. I haven't really messed with the ads too much yet. I haven't looked into seeing if there's a way to look those up. I just really haven't done anything with it. I'm kind of boring. Okay, before we die, let us put our prized possession away. Just toss this in there. I don't have the first thinking clue. There we go. Get the acacia stuff put away. Hey, he dropped a copper ingot as well. I can deal with that. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else? Oh, wooden items. Put the ladders away. Copper ingot away. It looks like our armor's doing pretty... Hello, friend. I'm gonna come visit you. I'll be right there. Where'd he go? I'm looking at you guys. Okay, we'll go back over here now. Mom is still going. Hey, there's no problem there. Holy crap. You gotta take care of what you gotta take care of. Like when you get these nasty ender thieves that decide they need to steal all your sand. But, you know, elderly family members, they can be troublesome when it comes to technology. Hello? Hello there? Saw the purple glow. Was disappointed. It's kind of like Super Mario 2. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Pretty much that right there, in a nutshell. Mr. Enderman. Oi! Oh! I was gonna say, we'll get lucky enough to catch a second one. Guess not. Give me the boat. Give me the boat. Wasn't even trying to get another trident guy. I really just want Enderman. So, Cree, what is her difficulty in understanding... let's see, what was it you're working on? Zoom. What's her difficulty on that? Because I thought that was pretty much you connect to somebody and you have a call. Granted, I know nothing about such things, so I may be oversimplifying. I may be completely off base. It's hard to say. See what this is right quick. Oh, okay. We know what this is now. Alright, let's begin construction of something here, shall we? Oh. Got some snap, crackle, pop of the neck. That worked well. Whew. Was very, very good. Alright. So, what kind of materials would we like to build that out of? I really wish we had a... Oh, ow, ow, ow. Really wish we had ourselves a guardian farm going. That's going to be rough when we get to that point, because I'll have nobody to assist me. Honestly, that'll probably be something we have to do after we get through the end and get ourselves, you know, a couple dozen stacks of shulker shells. Or shulker boxes, that would be great. Just anything to get us going. Alright, so let's look up materials here. We already have a granite farm, we have a diorite farm, we have a little bit of a deep slate farm. It looks pretty good. I'm getting food, which is great. I do need to get around to building a filter for this so we can get the feathers all kicked out of there, because we don't need those. I mean, we'll save a few, but we don't need a lot of them. Deep slate, chisel, deep slate. Obsidian would be a nightmare to get. want to build it out of diorite. I mean, in technicality, I guess we could see about just building it out of deep slate. Oh, that's going to be logs. I don't want to burn through my cobble because we need that for the redstone, the stuff. Oh, wait. Thought one of them had escaped. Let me see. Do I have... Here, let's grab this. Nope. Here. This thing. Spyglass. Oh! We need a amethyst shard. What do you know? I have an amethyst shard. I honestly thought there'd be glass involved. Okay, oh, we got the sand. Put the pearl away. We're almost up to a stack of that. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Wait, really? So we can spy things so far away? That is awesome. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna put this over here with the cool stuff chest. I mean, granted, there's some not cool stuff in there. We'll work on that later. Okay, blocks. Deep slate blocks. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I can build it out here. The only issue is going to be the fact that I'm going to need to build some kind of support system for it. I'm just going to go ahead and get over here and grab this. That's the glowy stuff, ain't it? Yes! Glow ink sacks. Very nice. I also need to finish building the bridge portion so it comes from here to here. This would be great. Alright, so we need to go out. Okay, so that puts us in line with that. That would be a good place to put... Well, I mean, we're not going to need glass beyond that point. Honestly, we're probably only going to put some glass from... Well, I need to figure out where we're going to build this thing from. We said this was, what? 14, 14, 29. So 32 is not going to be a very even number. So it'll just stick out a little bit further back behind this. Okay, we can do that. That will work. Actually, before we get too involved in that, I need to go take a quick break. Mostly because I've drunk a lot of water today. So... Oh, there you are. My BRB. I will be right back if you just give me a couple minutes, please. Thank you. Hey, I'm back. I even grabbed myself some Twix so I can have something to snack on, because I'm getting a little hungry. A little snacky, as it were. Alright. Man, Twix is good. Don't eat this often enough. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how this is supposed to be built. Okay, so this is a corner piece. This is where the water will be. So this is a wall. It's going to go back this way 32 blocks specifically for the farm itself. A 33rd block for the corner support. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh. No, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 4, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, and 33. Which we'll put that there as a column. And we want to do the same thing for here. And that's good, Cookie. And then, so this would be the water where the kelp's at. From here, this is where our pistons are going to be. Oh, kind of ways to go. I like the way it sounds when you're placing the blocks. It sounds cool, kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to have our pistons here. Just go ahead and place some of those. That way, we have an understanding of how this particular farm has to be built. Okay, so that's specifically half. Glowy. Cute. Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey. No. Come back, friend. Come back. I'll take care of you. I will send you off where you need to go. I need that specifically. You ain't got nothing cool holding on, so you just go away. Okay. Boy? You know, if I wasn't already busy doing something else, this would be a great time to be fishing. Okay, so in terms of planning, this is going to be where we put the blocks to keep for redstone, basically. And you know, I just had a thought. We should be harvesting the wool a little more often than I do. Yes, shears are in here. And I say that because the wool can be used as an easy, cheap block, especially when you're just wanting to waste it on redstone stuff. Yeah, hey, I already have those in there. Okay. Dyes go in... Yeah, yes. We're starting to get a collection of those. We need to work on our ink sac collection a little bit, though. It's not a huge deal. Oh, my bad. No! Aw, come on! My mouse didn't go over to where it needed to. I'm sorry. Hang on, give me back just a second here and we'll be back on there. That was just me being dumb, I promise. Like nothing ever happened. Right. Alright. Any more? Any more? Any more? Not looking like it. Okay, so we have some wool. Let us go ahead and just set ourselves up another chest for that, because might swell. There's something else I should grab while I'm over here. It's called redstone. It's very useful, especially when you're trying to construct things. 7. Something else that's going to be a little painful on the getting of things will be the, we're going to need a lot of fence gates. By a lot, I mean, oh my, a lot. Who cares? Get that out of our way. We got work to do, dang it. Alright, so we can just use this. Probably should go breed them a little bit more. Might be smart to even expand their pen out some. That. And, got a little bit of oak fence left. Not terribly much of it, though. Yeah, we got some acacia. Waste not, want not, friends. Alright, so that one. Actually, we'll just go ahead and circle around the cows. I mean, at a later point, we'll probably need more leather, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. have a little bit of oak fence. Will it finish us off? Hey, look at that! Hooray! It don't look good, but it works. That's all I care about. Honestly. Get that later. There. Now, put the rest of the dirt away, because we don't need it quite right now. We're not going that way either. Finally, we expanded the music. Yes, yes we are. You. Black dye, red sand, jungle saplings again. Out of all honesty, that wouldn't upset me to buy a few more of just to have extras, because we don't even have close to half a stack of those yet, I don't think. Yeah. And we do have some emeralds now, so... Where the heck did he go? Bruv. Bruv. Got us a few. We're good. Yoink. Alright. So we beefed it up a little. That's good. Now, I will be doing some cutting of logs and stuff here off screen. And we'll definitely be working on trying to build that up even further. Jungle and dark oak, and to heck with it, even spruce are good for building like massive amounts of chests or utilizing it to spam the gates that I'm going to need. I should have enough to be able to make the gates necessary for the first layer of the kelp farm. We'll see. Oh, right. We need more sheep. Give me the sheepy babies! We need sheepy babies! Oh, is the, I could have swore I turned some of the audio down in terms of the animals. Can you guys hear them all that loud, or...? They need to be loudest. I think somebody's gonna disagree with you, friend. Okay. So we have our 32, 32, and 32. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bum 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 bum. All right. Go ahead and close this off up here. eventually plan on closing this all off, so I don't think I'm going to worry too much about having this visible. Now, if you recall back on the Vanillaverse server, for those that have been watching that long, this part gets to be a little tedious. Okay. Great Scott! Wow, this is filling up quick. We're gonna have to get the ourselves a librarian going, like, really, really soon. Okay, so... oh, water, water! Dying. Ah, there we go. Uh-huh. Okay, so... let's go up here. There we go. Need to bring this out to here. We're going to need a whole heck of a lot more deep slate. Okay. Then we need to put some across the top here. See, this is the great thing about having people on servers and stuff, is you can delegate. Be like, hey, I'm building this, definitely needing this particular item. Or like Vanillaverse does, is they have their own shops and stuff that lets people do whatever they need to do, buy whatever they need to buy. All run by players. Go ahead and cycle this a little bit. Yeah, we're about to run out of that, aren't we? Polished deep slate. Do I have any that's already in slab form? I do. And do I have any more of the... huh. Could have sworn I had grabbed some more of those stone cutters. Maybe I had not. Got a couple sleeping bags, though. Hey, there's some flint. That belongs down here. Well, since we only have the one... Okay, so do this. Drop these. There's a lot of glowy squid down there. I kind of want to go after every single one of them I see, but I am doing my best to restrain myself from such action. Pre-roll ads are on? Oh, well. That's okay. So we need... so much more deep slate. We're gonna be digging deep slate forever. And ever. And ever. Okay. So, oh yeah, we need to get glass put in there. And that way we can at least start getting the first level of this farm going. Well, actually that won't make too much difference in getting it going until we get both sides built. 30. We should probably go ahead and start this process. Oh, right. Yeah, can't blast furnace them. Has to be done in here. Iron blocks and copper blocks. Probably need to work on getting silk touch as well. That would be very handy in some instances. Okay, there we go. So, the next phase, going out one block that way. This is where the fence gates are going to go. And this will keep the water from going, down, etc. And it's going to let our kelp that grows here bounce up and roll into this area and fall down to the bottom. It's very helpful, very useful, very needed. So basically, what we have to do from this point is we need at least a chest. Well, we're still going to need a chest because we need hoppers. We need the hopper. Maximum smooth brain. Whoops. Alright. Anyway. I think I'm done being stupid for the moment. Sheeps, why are you all going for one little corner? Spread out, guys. Look at all this area you have to work with. Work it. It really wouldn't take a lot of effort to build an automated sheep farm. We should probably look into that pretty soon, too. Okay, that'll work. Thought it was something that wasn't. Okay, so I said we've got this segment here. We didn't even go. It's fine. It's okay. We'll survive. Oh, we needed to go down one more too, so. Building underwater is not ideal conditions for this, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we just burnt through all of our stuff and things. Okay, so I need to come up with blocks to go on either side of this, because that ain't gonna work otherwise. Maybe if I put I probably have enough white wool or some carpet already over here, so let's go look and investigate that. I already have a piece of carpet. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We can fix that problem a little bit. Don't really have any other junk blocks to use, though. Ain't got much in the way of those either. The reason this is so important is because we need it to push the items over this direction, and we actually need it to be recessed down a little bit. Hey, let me out. Alright. Got us 30. It was not optimal, but it will do. Okay, so good start, I guess. Oh, gonna drown. No drowning, please. There. That gets it done anyway for now. Alright, so this is the central area. That means this is basically the start of this section again. Oh, hang on. Ah, stretch. Alright. Let's see. That's where the... No. That's where the circuit goes. Then we have for the pistons. Kelp. And outer wall. I think. So, like I said, we got the redstone, the pistons, the kelp. Yeah, okay, that's right. Already making myself all this extra work by having to build pillars underground eventually. Though, I guess if we get creative enough, maybe we can create some sort of, make it look like it's floating on the ocean. That could be cool. To say, when it comes to the actual design process like this, I am not the best. I do my best, but I'm not the best. You know what I mean? Whatever. Come on, let me up. These Twix are really good. It's a shame I can't share them with you. What the heck? I wonder what's down there getting a higher kill rate than I am. Okay. It's correct, isn't it? Yeah. Man, we are burning these blocks up. We're going to need so much more. shame I can't take a day off from work and be like, yeah, I can't come in. I gotta go play Minecraft. My friends, they need me. They need me to build up all the supplies so I can build all the cool things. I don't think they'd appreciate that too much. Well, tomorrow I have to put up with my boss, so I'm not really looking forward to that at all. He gets a little extra micromanagey. It's not really all that cool. It's like, unless he's around, nobody knows how to do their job, so he has to explain it to us. And it's very, very frustrating. Uh-oh, we're gonna drown, we're gonna drown! Gib? I don't know, can I give you it? Alright, back up, alley up. Go, 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 go. I see ink. Ooh, the glowy ink sac. We gotta have it. Gotta get it. Alright, so yeah, got this. I'm probably gonna put glass all across here just because it'd look cool. But beyond that, yeah, we're just gonna get some of this stuff set up here. And we'll put those in. Alright. Now I just need 32 more blocks of this. Get the hell out of the way. Nobody likes you. Is it just me, or am I the only one that tells their pet we don't like, or I don't like them because they are said pet and they're furry and just nobody on the planet likes that particular pet? And I do that to my cat all the time. He just looks at me like I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm a cat. Everybody loves cats. I can't get him convinced that he's not loved at all. He just don't buy into it. Okay. Oh. Crap, I need a lot more than that, don't I? Jump. Oh, wait. Oh, it's this one here. And drop. There we go. Okay. And here we go. Guess we should go after the fish. There's really no reason, good or bad, to not have the fish. The extra sand. Oh, right. You have to put it in here. Wow, that almost got us where we wanted to go. And then we'll leave that open for now. Though I guess we do have a way of getting around. We just have to stop being lame. There we go. Need to put these here. Oh, we're good. I thought I was going to fall off, but no. I was just being dumb. So, yeah. Oh no! Oh, whew. We are actually technically out of this stuff, though. That's not something that's good. Not good at all. Let me go ahead and get rid of the redstone we got in our pocket. Alright. So now the only thing that I have to do is finish filling in the blocks underneath there. Which we need a lot more wool blocks for, so we need to work on that, please. Whoop. I know I didn't pick up all of the wool that hit the ground. Come on. What did that put me up to? 36. That might be enough to finish filling that off. Oh, we're on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side of the river. 5 points to anybody that can figure out what movie that's from. I'm sure Brownie knows. Yay! Just enough. Alright. Oh, wait. There we go. Nice. So what we do here is place this, and there we go. Now I need some signs. Here's your sign. Wait a minute. Where did they go? Oh, he made it around there. Sneaky, tricksy hobbit. Come on. I need the things. I need the blocks. Thank you. Alright, move it. Move it. There we go. I don't think I'm going to need any more of these for a little bit. Let's hope. Glass. Actually, no, we need the glass, don't we? We're not even close to being done with the glass. Or maybe we are, and I'm just a dumb TI freak. Okay. Oh, yes. I have vague recollections of what it was we were doing. And of those recollections, it had to do with signs. Of the here's your variety. Oh, ow. I got bit in the neck again. Okay, sticks. I don't need the sticks. Put the sticks there. Oh, hey, we missed a block. Alright. Glub, glub. See, under normal circumstances, I'd have ice here. I'm hoping that the lack of ice doesn't hurt me in the long run. How close does that get me? Not super. Okay, so that'll get me to there. The problem that I'm going to have later on is I'm going to want to funnel these off into a smelting system to automatically handle all that, like we did on Vanillaverse. Which, something to do once we have better materials like blue ice and the soul sand we need. Okay, so I know I have another bucket. Go ahead and just take that with me. For the time being, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need any of this. That was the right one. We can get rid of that. Don't think I'm going to need any signs for the moment. Actually, I need tons of signs, but we ain't going to get there at this moment. And, I thought I had some scaffolding blocks somewhere. Had I not built any yet? Maybe instead of going after Enderman, I need to go after more spiders. Six. Well, that'll be sufficient, so long as I don't go losing any. Then at that point we can just simply do something along the lines of this. Look at that. Temporary purposes. Just goofing off, sorry. Let's see. We need to slab this up a little bit. And alright, check that out. We're good to go. And oh, I guess we should probably go work on getting our hands on those yeah, the things, the stuff that's needed, the things of more stuff. Oh, right, we needed fence gates. Thank you for reminding me. Nope. Only 24. We're missing it because of sticks. Why I did that, but whatever. Whatever. Nice. Mr. Nice. Alright. Tedious part. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're gonna need this. You have to crouch and place these because otherwise you just sit there and open and close this. Didn't mean to do that either. Get the right key going here. No! I keep pushing the wrong button. Close, close, close. Are you kidding me? You could have just done it the way I needed you to. We wouldn't have had no problems. Alright, we're good there. Looks like regardless... Actually, I can... yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, one way or another, it has to be on that level, so we'll be fine. I just need to go get some hopper and a couple chests. Hopper. Do I have any of the stair blocks? Hey, we do! Look at us being all prepared and stuff. Okay, and then we'll take... chests. Okay, and then last but not least, we need to do this. That is most incorrect, sir. Okay, we'll just go ahead and attach those. I'm just gonna go ahead and drown down here. That'd be alright. There we go. There! We can go ahead and close this up. And we can place that. There we go. Oh, give me that back. Alright, in all technicality, this particular farm is ready to be put into use. I hope. Ouch. Number one thing that I need to do is I need to make sure we get all the water up there, which is going to require building ourselves a little bit of a water source, unlimited water source, very important. So we'll build that off of here. water. I did have a realization that I should look into, basically, which I don't know if I can actually. Let me see if we can do that from in here. Can I engage swimming? Ah, come on, let me in there. There we go. Check this out. Now you may be asking, TI, why would you be doing this? And I have a very good reason for it, and I'll explain it soon. Basically, if we take away the ability for the pistons to fire, which I guess is going to be a good way to test whether or not. Let's see if all those items make it down there. But anyway, I can take and speed up the process that I had trouble with the last time. Oh, we probably should make our way over there. Here, we'll just have to see if we can get swimming again. Come on. Quit fighting me. We went the wrong way. Ah, come on. Let me go up. Come on. Let's try it this way. Maybe. There we go. So anyway, the idea is we utilize our kelp and we grow the kelp all the way up to the top. At which point it'll force water to automatically be full source blocks, which is what we want in the end. I have a feeling that's not going to work out as well as I'm hoping it will. There we go. There we go. Well, it did end up getting all of those, so let's try this again. So we just need to continue this particular bit of fun. Because if you remember the last time, I had to place water here, place water there, and I had to keep doing that, and it was a lot of work that probably didn't need to happen. And this time I want to see if this is something that I can make usable. You know, I am having a little bit of concern. I go and build all of the stuff for this particular world, and by the time Chematech comes out, I'm really not going to want to build anything again. So, how does one keep from having that particular problem hit us? Do I just not build the same things over and over? And I do rather like these particular farms that I build. I would have to say I'm almost halfway decent at them. Almost. Halfway. Not completely way. Oh, do you guys have anything fun planned for the rest of the week? We are at hump day after all. Forgot to ask that earlier. Alright. Let's go grab that kelp. Boing. Where did I put... Aha! Here, I don't need the iron still to be in my pocket. Wool. Drop that in the wool chest. Alright, so... like I said, the idea is... we're going to go ahead and just do this real quick. That way stuff can try and grow. Ah. Hopefully I don't drown in the process of. Got work to keep putting off. Well, you best get it done, friend. I mean, you might be letting somebody down by not getting all that work accomplished. Less finished and more motivating self to learn. Ah. Okay. For some reason, it's not wanting to expand past that point. Not gonna lie, a little frustrated with that. There it goes. I guess I just had to whine about it or something. Alright, look, and see, some of this is already going up by itself, so we can live with that. Oh. Now will it let me? No. Well. I was kind of hoping it would not require me to put more water down, but it looks like we'll have to get the water buckets back out. Okay, so it's part of it. Guess we put a few bits of water here and there and get things fixed and see if that takes care of it. Is it correcting itself? Somehow I don't see that doing that by itself. But hey, it's possible. We just gotta believe. Oh. Cacophony of noises. Alright. That. There we go. Hey, it's trying to push me out. There we go. A little bit more. Okay, so we need to fix that one. Fix that one. Okay, so the only ones we need to fix here, and it's gonna make me go all the way back. That's sad. I wonder what's killing them. There must be some magma blocks down there or something. Okay, there. Last but not least. Oh! Dang it. Okay. I let it push me. Which means that if I do that, yeah, okay, we're good. Now, the frustrating thing I gotta do is put all that redstone back. And then test it. Because in all intents and purposes, this particular farm should be ready to go. It'll start producing based off its first level. Sadly, that's going to be all we're going to get done on that particular farm until I can get around to actually getting more of that deep slate. So, yeah. We got a little bit more ink sacks. Food. We're getting good on the Nautilus shells, then we'll just have to get the, prismarine blocks. No. What are you doing? You didn't need to do that. Wait a minute. Where did I get bone meal from? And who just attempted to come out of the water and take fire damage? I don't get it. Okay, so can I do it from down here? It's gonna be slow moving though. Almost. Let me see if I can get ourselves back up above here. Okay. Let's go ahead and reclaim that. I think everybody's leaving. It's all gone quiet. No. It's okay. I understand there's lots going on for other people. Now, we need some buttons. Do not have any form of that. I'm still not sure where I came up with a piece of bone meal, though. Okay, just a few pieces of this. 1, 2. Okay, so the plan. TIFreak has one, I think. An awful lot of that ended up where it shouldn't have. Now the only thing we can go do is to verify. Holy cow, we got so much. Well, I mean, for what it was, we did kind of flood the system a little. And by a little, I mean a lot more than we should have. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. The possibility of loss is there. I was gonna say, though, I thought I did it this way on Vanillaverse and didn't really have that kind of problem, so it's entirely possible that this will eventually take off. Said my only big concern is whether or not the not having ice here is gonna have any effect on anything. I've already got a couple pieces popping up there, so I may have to go through and quickly replace all of these with solid blocks. I'd rather not, but if it comes down to it, that's something I guess I'll do off camera, so not to bother you guys with it. And we'll go forward knowing that that was a design flaw that I should not have instigated. But, let's see. Oh, we got buttons. Right. Go ahead and stick the buttons in here, because I'm sure at some point in the future they will come in handy. But, for now, you guys are witness to the first layer of... I am not sure how many I want to build yet. Probably 3 for now, and then we'll see how well that works out for us. 3 layers of kelp farm. And eventually, we will hopefully be getting a decent amount of kelp popping in quickly. It looks like some of it is growing pretty decently fast, so there is that. Maybe if I clean this all out, we'll see if it gets any... we can get some real data on it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why do I... oh, right, it's for the counter. Okay. I'm actually kind of curious now. How full? Almost completely. Okay, let me drop down here real quick and grab these guys. See, my understanding is that items are just simply supposed to float up. That's right. When the piston breaks, it causes the water to turn it to lose its source block abilities until it grows back up into it again. Okay. that makes sense. Never mind. TI is dumb again. Yeah, we'll definitely have to take a look at maybe, See, I'm not sure if that's part of the problem, though. That's the thing that worries me. I'll have to see if Vanillaverse still exists in its current form and take a look at it. But that means jumping back to 1.16, and I, gotta find the patience to do that. But anyway, I think that's going to conclude what we're going to get done tonight. Let me take a quick look and see if there's anybody that's online, any of our friends that we should drop in on and raid. Mincy is on. Sumi is. Moonlit Salem. Evie, we haven't raided Evie in a while. Okay. Let's see. Make sure. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You all are awesome. It was great having you here, and it's kind of good to get back into Minecraft on a machine that doesn't lag out randomly, doesn't freak out. We managed to get a little bit done. Hopefully I will be able to get ourselves situated in terms of items, but our picks are in kind of a bad shape, so I may try and see if we can't get ourselves a villager to get me some mending going. Take a little bit of work, but we should be able to make it happen. So, let me raid channel. Evie LaBelle. It looks like she is currently playing Undertale, so if you'll hang out with me long enough to at least go say hi to Evie, because she is truly a sweet person and a lovely, lovely VTuber. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun. We'll be streaming again on Friday for sure, so I will definitely, hopefully, see you guys then. But until next time, stay safe out there, stay hydrated, and, yeah, be good.
I've never done this before. I've never done this fight before, ever.